Hey guys, Tony here at Gamefreak blog again, just bringing you the promised first retro review for the blog, which is going to be the side-scrolling fighting game, which most of you have probably never even seen, Violent Storm. It's basically what I consider to be the best side-scrolling fighting game ever made, and if you don't agree with me, tough. It came out when I first saw it. It was in the local arcade in town. Never seen the game before. You know, everyone was kind of scrambling around to play on Final Fight, Vendetta, all those kind of things. And this did get a little bit of a gathering. And you know, I just used to sit and play for absolute hours. So I've recorded the first two levels basically just so you guys can get a look at the game and see what it looks like. So this is the character select screen. You've got Wade there, who's your typical kind of fast but kind of weak character. Boris in the middle, who's your tank, your big heavyweight, and Kyle at the end, who's kind of like your in-between character. He's strong and a bit fast as well. The main bad guy there, who's Nick's your girlfriend, looks kind of like Blanca. I always kind of thought like Blanca's a skinnier, more irritating brother. So again, the game is just, I mean, it's got absolutely fantastic soundtrack to the game. It's just, you know, really upbeat, really well composed, and just the graphics as well. I can remember being blown away by the graphics. I still am, really. You know, the characters are absolutely huge, really good big sprites, and just the amount of moves that are in the game as well. You know, like lots of the games, you know, kind of like Final Fight, you've just got like, you know, your basic attacks, you jump, hit both buttons at the same time and you'll get your special move. But in this, there's lots of diagonal moves, upward moves. You can attack characters when they're down on the floor. It's just the two little sweeps that I kind of did. It's absolutely fantastic stuff. It's the thing that I always never got with these games. Just, you know, you'd have jewels, money, roast chickens, everything just lying around in dustbins. You know, it's kind of good if you're a bit of a homeless person, really. Excellent. What I kind of like in like the levels is it gives you, you know, you see the train in the background there, and you see one of the characters one of the boss characters comes out and starts walking along in the background. I'm not entirely sure why, so don't just sit there looking at, where is it? There you go. I don't know, it's just little touches like that I really kind of liked. The enemies are kind of textbook. These guys there, the backflipping kind of kung fu guys, can be a bit of a pain in the arse, especially if you get like about 6 or 7 characters on screen at once. They just absolutely batter you. Oh, I smell a boss. I think it's just the obligatory health in fighting games like this, an entire roast chicken. I mean, the guy can't half get it down his neck really quickly. So here we go for the first boss. Yeah, take some of that. Cheap. You always get it with the bosses like this. As soon as you get like one hit and you like knock them down on the floor, they've got some super tremendous move that they just kind of spring out with, and it's almost really unblockable. You have to be really quick to try and get your special moves off, just so you can survive that initial onslaught. Right, get in and kick his ass. Cheap. That was probably even cheaper, to be honest, but there you go. Fucking hit him. I don't know what I just did. I was just walking around him. It's just absolutely stupid. The thing I like about this as well is like whenever you take out the end guys, it goes in lovely slow motion. So as you can see, from the map, it's quite a big game. From what I can remember, I think there's about 6 levels or something like this on it. This is one of my favourite levels in the actual game, the actual train level. I don't know what it is about train levels in video games, actually. I just love them. Train level on this, train level on GoldenEye, train level on Time Splitters, just Uncharted 2, the train level on that's absolutely fantastic. I like these heavy metal guys here, just kind of moshing around. the thing I always laugh at in these games as well is, here you go, I told you about these kung fu guys flipping around all the time. Yeah, the thing about these the old games, just some of the names that they give to some of the bad guys and everything like that just has me in hysterics sometimes. I always remember the one that always sticks in my mind is 2P from Final Fight. Me and a friend of mine used to just call him Tuppence whenever he was on. I love that effect when you can smash the light bulbs and the shock of it sends the homeless people over the side of the train. Not the most politically correct game, but I'm not the most politically correct person, to be honest with you. So there's a great little bit coming up here. For some reason there's a pig and her piglets in the back of the train. She's just laying down while the piglets are kind of like running around. And you can actually grab the piglets and pick them up to use as a weapon, but when you pick them up they turn into an American football. I mean, I think they must have called American footballs pigskins or something like that. Here they go, here's the little piggy. Pick it up. It just, every single time, never gets old. I can remember sitting for ages trying to pick the mum up, but unfortunately you can't. So. Just the sound, it's such a loud game as well. It's just the sound effects, I mean that boink, 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 boink of the ball. I love it. And I probably will get some grief. Some people saying, "Oh, but Final Fight is the greatest fighting game," or Double Dragon, or this, that, and the other. It's like, yeah, they're good. I like them. You know, the fantastic games. Both got a place in my heart. Such as, you know, I can remember going down the local arcades and just sticking 10p after 10p into Double Dragon. But this game, as far as I'm concerned, hands down, beats every single one. If you can come up with a side-scrolling beat 'em up that's better than this, then well, good luck to you, really. Please by all means send me a comment or a link or something like this should you disagree, but you know, don't turn the swearing down. So here we go for the second boss. I told you it looked like Blanca, the guy on the train. This guy's a bit, see, I should have saved the, I think it was a leg of ham then or something like that rather than a chicken. Now unfortunately you can't pick up his weapons, and this is the boring bit. See here, there's the guys that got off the train in the very first bit, the guys that were walking in the background. So they kind of connect it really nicely with certain characters going through the game. And even though this is kind of like a retro review, you know, I mean, I could have showed you bits of the other levels, but you know, you play one side-scrolling fighting game, you've essentially played the lot. So I didn't want to bore, I just want to show you the first couple of levels, show you the graphics, the sounds, you know, all this kind of thing. I'm not even going to give it a number as a review, it's just a fantastic game. I think I finished him off in slow motion. There's more enemies to come here. Come on. Cheap. Oh. One more hit. One more hit. There you go. So ladies and gents, that's Violent Storm, what I consider to be the greatest side-scrolling beat 'em up of all time. Thank you for tuning in. See you later.